normally like rain. I'm happy it rained. Sloppy and sealed. Get rid of that rail bias, at least for the day and maybe tomorrow. Hopefully forever, for a while. I'm okay with it.
Nothing's forever, Andy.
No, but we could use a break, right?
See what Mother Nature has in store for us today.
Ira bets if you hit the late pick 4 at both Aqueduct and Oaklawn today, it's a free square. Jackie's Warrior in the Southwest, a free square.
Wow, this guy's free squaring you today.
Oh, that was a free square. Like a horse in the race before, by the way. The horse
in
for
the Spring Fever?
Yeah, no, the maiden race. I think it's the 8. It's whoever that Larry Jones.
Well, that'll
horse.
help you in this
Larry
right
Jones
here.
horse, I think, that's run twice.
Okay.
That horse had a trip. That horse ran a little last time. I like that horse.
That'll help you right there.
There you go. So you got 2 legs down. How hard can it be? 11th is tough.
11th's
tough. I tried to look through it. My brain started exploding. Anyway, $100 late pick 4. But you go whatever by one, and then you use $1 million. Cross country pick 5 as well. Races 7 and 9 here. And then 3 stakes at Oaklawn interspersed 7, 8, and 9. 2 to 7 on FS2. Richie and Greg on the first half, and myself and Lafitte holding down the fort here. Maggie's at Oaklawn.
It's awesome. I used that idea last night at Turfway. I liked the winner of the John Batali. Paid $15.60, survived an inquiry. The wire first, won the other stakes race on the card.
And you didn't have him.
I didn't have him, and I had the horse in the line. I ran 1-2 in the last race. I paid $4,100 for 50 cents. I had the right idea.
You'd be probably like on a beach drinking a pina colada.
I had the right idea last night. I didn't like any of the favorites. I
sorry.
pitched them all, and they all lost.
I'm sorry. I'm just glad to hear you were playing Turfway last night.
Well, I handicapped it for the weekend stakes preview presented by Naira Bets, and I like the horse.
There's nothing that we're favored in here, right? You like the 1A.
I would have thought the 1A on the drop would have been the favorite.
What am I missing about
Just
Choose
missed.
Happiness?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not against, I guess, dropping, but the horse already ran for 16 and got drowned.
Yeah.
I guess there's not much in here.
Appropriate word for the day with all the moisture in the race.
I don't trust Maker. I don't know. Manny Petty got a very nice trip to beat her. I thought she ran well in there. I thought she's run okay in her recent races. Make or break. I know she keeps dropping, but I don't want short prices just keep dropping.
You might be right.
She could win.
Now, the truth of the matter is, you're right. You might be right.
I am right occasionally.
Yeah, this was a little bit of a hedge for a short field. Now only 5 betting interests with the scratch.
I thought you'd love Gringotts in here.
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's hard to love anybody in this heat. Love's a strong word, my man.
I got nothing but love, Anthony.
All you need is love. That's what the Beatles said.
Anyhow.
She is drawn inside.
It's not like that race was significantly better than any race she's ever run. It's really the same race she runs. It was just an easier field.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not a big fan.
This was a.
I'm not going to knock anybody in this field.
Right, yeah.
I don't disagree. Listen, as I mentioned to you,
I guarantee you we have the winner on the screen,
third.
though. Winner's on the screen.
Wow. Make it.
That's a yes.
Great
I've called
points,
plenty of
We're
wet
like
track
on fire
races.
up here.
I've called plenty of wet track races.
It's got to be harder.
By plenty, I mean a dozen.
It's got to be harder because
Yeah.
things get obscured that you rely on seeing, right?
The wet track, and when we had a couple of the kickback days,
It's very loquacious, man.
I already interviewed Mike Maker today.
I like Mike.
I already got Mike Maker interview already under the belt today.
Mike's
I've been
great.
up since 6 o'clock, my man.
I got to sleep early last night.
Dodging power lines,
Stop.
interviews.
Baby. Honestly, I don't have anything to say about this race. I thought Our Glamorous Gal would probably win. Hollywood Gina, I don't trust this horse for Danny.
Had a pulse last time.
No, he didn't. He ran second because Magnificent Mags won, who barely has a pulse.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Hollywood Gina is going to be a short price now, and for a filly who doesn't really have a lot of turf pedigree, they ran her on the turf first time. She got beat a pole.
Anthony, she got a 70. The dam got a 78 buyer on the turf. So okay, we're at 6. Did we bet? Our lunch bet.
Today,
I said Jackie's Word be favored. Was that the bet?
Yes.
Okay.
I said essential quality.
So let's make a bet here. I'll bet you the 7 beats the 8.
Oh, sure.
Okay. 7
Yeah.
over 8 for one lunch.
I like that. It's a little action.
That'll be my action for this race. 7 over 8. We're
Yes.
66.
Mine as well.
You got to call the race, so that's always action for me. I'm rooting for you to make a mistake so I can laugh at you. Race number 3.
How's that work? You're going to pick against him today.
He looked pretty good to me.
You want to talk about a bingo square?
Well, I don't know about that. They're never bingo squares, but it's muddy and whatever.
Andy, this is a bingo square today.
No, it's not. They're never
This
being
is
those squares.
okay. Hold on a second.
What
Where
if
do you
musical,
wanna
what
go
if musical
here?
heart wires the field?
But how far away is Mr. Buff going to let him get?
Not
you
that
know,
far. What about Always Mining? We'll take a look at his last race.
I like a cold 3.5 in here. That's what I like in here. I like a cold 3.5.
Anthony
man.
likes a cold 3.5. Always Mining ran in the Preakness,
Yeah.
the Easy Goer, the Indiana Derby. He's not bad.
Nope. And he had a
Can he
three-race
get back
run.
to his good races, though?
Yeah. The
That's
blinkers
question.
seem to win.
Dressed up. He rode the gold rail for most of the race
Tripped
last
out
time
last
and got a
time.
great trip and great ride in there. Got lucky at Empty Tomb, stumbled the start,
Yeah.
put in a different race. He ran a fast fig. He was also coming back on very short rest after the claim. I think that should be noted as well. Now he comes back 3 weeks later.
Yeah,
I don't have a big problem with that. That's not a deal today. Not that Brady. He's loose. He was bad last time, but they did get involved last time. He's got to just send him. I know you're not thrilled because you don't think he likes a wet track. I don't think it matters. He gets loose. I think Manny really has to come out with a purpose.
No, I don't think it's the wet track. I think he won the.
I think you're right.
When
No, I didn't love Bull Durham.
Oh, you know what? Watch it again.
I've seen it again. I don't love it.
When the manager throws the bats when they're in the shower,
Cheech
you
in that?
lollygag
Is Cheech
around
Marin in
the
that?
infield.
Cheech?
No, that's
What's the one he's in? No, Tin Cup.
he's in Tin Cup. He's great.
He's getting a little bit tiresome.
I would almost think, Cobble Hill scratched 10 days ago.
I don't like Cobwell.
Okay.
I guess it's not impossible, but I don't like him.
I don't think.
Guys, make the 7 my 4th choice, please. Nobody cares. The 1A is my 4th choice.
Yeah,
Should
those
be
are the
sort of
those are the
apparent,
ones.
right?
I mean, these
Thank
look
you.
like the ones.
Appreciate that. Take a look at Tapazerance. We both have 4th.
Coming back very quick.
He
this
is
time.
coming back quick. But you know
Weak.
what? Maybe they're striking while the iron's hot. He is off the claim. This is a tougher spot for him, though.
Much tougher
But
spot,
I say
right?
one thing about him. He's in good form. And
Yeah,
don't you kind of want
of
horses
action
during
came
the
back
winter
and
that
ran
are in
well.
good form? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think these are I think we have the right 4 on the board.
Who's the other one here? Financial Stability?
I would think so.
He's actually run okay for Charlie.
Yes, he
I don't think
has.
he's impossible.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, that last field he was in was solid. He's pretty logical in here. Yeah, I don't have anything clever to say in here. I thought that John Brady was a very big threat to wire the field. I don't want no lime. We're continuing that. I assume we
haven't
are,
heard.
but I assume
I
we
saw
are.
Joe Longo yesterday too. I should ask
How
him.
can you miss him?
No, he actually came up to say hello in the booth.
I heard. I know. We were on the phone, and you hung up on me. and
Unlike
talked to
other
him.
people who have not come up to visit me in the booth.
I'm a very important man. I have a lot of busy things to do.
Yeah.
I'll come visit you today. I'm not doing a Prado for the 2nd race.
Okay.
The Tuman's running, by the way, at Oakland.
Canceled out that Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. The Thursday we
It's on my
canceled.
desk. You can look it up.
Yeah.
So we'll take a look at One Whirlwind Ride and Big Brown Shoes. I had not circled Forgotten Mission, my top choice in here. I probably should have. I just didn't realize we were going to do this. He's like in the red, sort of behind horses there, in about 6th or 7th. I thought Forgotten. I think this horse is going to move forward. I know Toscano Barn's been cold. I get it.
This is the one race you and I saw a little
What
differently today. I don't know. I put the first. Oh, they may have been no. I don't know. The pick
Didn't
might
take
have been flipped
scratches
just
out?
now. Oh, perhaps. I wanted the firsters.
Who'd you pick?
I actually picked the 3 firsters, 1, 2, 3. I put Dr. Blute on top. I heard
Any tips here?
Yeah, I heard this was going to run a little bit. And I also
Your
found
tip.
it was Melnick, I think.
Anyway, Dr. Blute.
Yeah, I heard he can run a little bit.
Got a
You know, I
big
found it
pedigree. Got a
interesting
giant pedigree.
that Pablo Morales, who's been riding horses for Mott, same age in Junior Alvarado, winds up on the Kimmel and not on the Mott firster. Thought that was a little interesting in here. I don't really prefer the horses.
That means Mock can't run. Blute. There's 2 foals to the dam that couldn't run a step. I guess they paid 100 because of not this time. We'll see. No, you could be right.
I just wanted the
So
firsters.
did you have tips on any of the others, or just the
No.
8's the only one?
There's only no. I
Well, you have
nothing
firsters.
else.
Well, you don't have a firster. You have 1, 2 firsters.
I had them 1, 2, 3. Tough workout came out.
Aha. Okay. I want horses that ran. You want first-time starters. Your Kimmel tip.
Stand that till there were 2 scratches out of the race.
It should be 10.
Butch Reed has been pretty vocal about the fact that that Vequist is not anywhere near 100%.
She's a cinch then. Okay. You know when trainers say that, they can't lose. You know.
I don't know. You know what? I thought about this. This Devona Dale reminds me a little bit of when Jaywalk returned. It didn't run 2 steps at 2 to 5.
Jaywalk was completely dumb.
I'm not saying both, but either of them have to
Francisco,
win.
what are you doing? You were on such a good roll earlier.
What happened?
You didn't look. You didn't see it.
Oh.
They had a caricature making fun of you on the screen. You didn't even see it.
Is it a meme?
I
Was it a meme?
I'd like on Twitter you to be able to mute.
And Naira Bets takes you there. Place your bets and watch the races live from anywhere. With Naira Bets, make easy, secure deposits and promotions every day to earn reward points or cash. Download the Naira Bets app or visit nairabets.com.
Mind that I'm a little short, and I'm not nearly as short as they seem to think I am.
Yeah, I never understood that either.
You know, when I was in like
short.
second grade, people used to do that. Now, like clowns on Twitter do it. It's like sort of amazing. I think that social media has sort of shown who the truest losers are. No, well.
It didn't work out well.
Well, I don't know how anybody pick on you because you're fat, because you do nothing but make fun of yourself. So
I was 7. I didn't know to do that then. I just would drop the hammer. And that was the end of it.
it's not as though that you have some sort of like whatever. Anyway, race number 6. What are we doing? Race number 6. The judicial
Playing a
straight.
pick 4.
Let's start with just you'll.
Oakland to D. Wayne Lucas. Yeah, this is. How about getting this horse home that day? Taking this horse off that effort next time out. Now, this is it's a good stat.
It is.
And it's not a
The
terrible
ROIs,
ROI.
Yeah, I normally don't put these stats.
I mean, Chad Brown never ran this horse shorter than a mile. This horse has to run 7 today. I know that doesn't bother you. It
makes
bothers
me happy, actually.
Yeah.
That would help me.
It's a house horse. He pid his training game a little differently now. The claiming game, I should say, a
He's
little
a house
differently
horse.
now. It's Linda's horse.
Oh, I thought house horse was like somebody at Naira, like horses. I'm not trusting that number to
Right.
predict. You know, I'm highly skeptical. I could see the horse winning. I was going to pick Royal Suspect, who was against the track last time. He's a bit of a hanger.
No question about it.
I didn't want to take him at a short price in here. I get it. I felt like I was copping out if I took him.
Doesn't want the mile. So now he cuts back to the 7.
Well, no. He was 3 wide against the Gold Rail last time. It wasn't the mile as much. It was the 3 wide against the Gold Rail. He has an excuse last time. The problem is, I'm not a big fan of this horse, to be honest with you. He can win. Katie's not afraid to go. It doesn't mean the horse is going to win. This horse is so much faster than these horses, and Katie's not going. Katie's not rating. Katie doesn't rate speed horses.
No, she's going. She's putting this horse on the lead today.
You can be as confident with Katie going to the lead as anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. That's the way it goes, but I just wanted to try to wire the field.
You're getting your money in the middle. You're getting your money in the middle, knowing you're going to be in front for three-quarters of the
And
race.
in a race where I don't want to bet anybody else, and I could lose a few dollars on this horse at 5-6 to 1.
Yeah.
The first is almost everybody. The last race, 8 of 12. I understand it's kind of like this card, but not great spots for the players, the multis.
And they're the 7th and 9th are cross-country pick 5 races.
They are as well.
This kicks it off.
Our man Mike, the only one with experience, will go up to the Finger Lakes to see him running. Horse can win.
He was getting ready down down in Florida, shipped the horse up here, obviously running the state bred race, and Dan, his assistant Dan's had him here for 3 breezes. I put him on top, but yeah, our man makes a lot of sense in here. This horse not only ran well behind Thin White Duke, came back just 20 days later and ran well enough against Blue Gator and has some experience.
Okay for Todd Pletcher. They cost $900,000.
Didn't run a lot, that horse, right? Only ran a few times.
But the dam was buyers in the 70s, not that good, but did run buyers in the 70s. This was a half to a horse that sold for $900,000, and this. He worked 21 2/5. I actually thought it was an okay workout. 21 2/5 at the 2-year-old sale last April. You know what's funny? This horse goes out for Bill Parcells. I was wondering if I haven't seen him run too many horses lately. Did you?
No, I think he had 1 this winter.
Yeah. 2 of the 4 horses from this dam, they ran by.
No,
it was allowance race.
Money allowance
It was allowance
race? That money allowance race.
Should never have come down. It was a turf race. Should never in a million years have come down. I think
they put some wild horse up, right?
It's possible. That might be right. Yeah, you might be right about that.
Yeah, a while ago. Yeah,
I
it was
want to use
okay.
Vikings him. See the race
Yeah.
is bet. You know, he's got Chad's Verster 2-1, but if this horse isn't live, this horse is going to be bigger than 2-1. Classic last time was the time horse, wasn't he?
I mean, when you use that term, they should put this.
Right.
This is it. This is it. This is absolutely it.
And
He put the horse on a lead here, earned success, who came back and did not run very well, and he got the job done.
let me ask you a question.
Off a series of horrific efforts.
In theory, Skylar Scramjet is a speed with him. I watched that last race. Skylar Scramjet have any speed anymore?
No.
So couldn't he be
You and I
loose?
talked about this last time. It was Pablo today. It was
Yeah,
Romero.
it's probably
yeah, okay.
Romero last time.
No,
I just don't know if he's really got much speed left. I don't really like him. So who'd you pick in here?
I went to direct order,
Okay.
but I want to use
And you like direct order because you love horses that claim for 16,000 that run for 8 in their next start?
nothing. You know, you're going to make bad claims when you claim as many horses
Just a favorite,
as
isn't it?
Rob. Horses had some success on wet tracks as well. I had no real. Like I said, I could use any combination of 3, 5, 6, 8.
They got Brian Lynch on the
9.
mic at Gulfstream. If they watched my radio show, they'd be careful.
3, 5, 6. Well, they could also add. That's recorded. Need to knock the rust off last time, and I would imagine he's going to run better
He's
today.
going to be shortish, too.
He is.
He can win. He can win. No, he was on my list, believe me. I can't take Skylar Scramjet. I don't think he can run. I thought Heroes Hope had a shot. I got Heroes Hope in there. I actually don't think he ran that badly. I know Hooray for Harvey was on the pace, and he held in there. I thought he kind of... This is not a Rob Atras move. For what it's worth, 50% drops off the claim on the dirt for Rob Atras. He's 0 for 1, second at 3-5. Just doesn't make this move, and the one time he did it was a heavy favorite, and he lost. I wish Claude had bought food for everybody, you know? Whatever. It's all right, Claude. I'll remember that. You know I like Frankie Barone, but let me say something about Frankie Barone that's also true of the number 10 Tail of Mist. Both wide in the turn, 4 wide in the stretch, gold rail situation. I'm going to tell you right now, he was against the track too. I got to use horses that were against the track last weekend, so I could use both of those horses. Listen, Playwright can win here. Playwright feels to me, though, like a horse, I've just had enough. It's like he's just been through the mill. Could he win? But he's not going to step up. I mean, he's on my list, too, you know? I mean, listen, a lot of horses can win this race.
A lot of horses can win. Half the
You don't
field.
make a morning
more than
line
half
like
the
that
field
unless
can
you
win.
feel that way.
Yeah, more than half the field can win.
I'm going to go to the horses that were against the track and a horse that's going to be a price. I want prices in here. That's all. Because I don't think there's much separation.
Fair enough.
Last race. You didn't pick Clement in the last race? Is he?
Weeks. I think. Oh man, I didn't write it down, but I saw it.
Where'd you get it?
I went to Equibase.
Yeah, he's 0 for last 5. He hasn't run a horse in at least 5 years.
He had the.
He hasn't run a horse. Let's just be clear.
In 5 years.
At least 5
All
years.
right.
Could be 50 for all I know.
So
Who is he? Do we know who he is?
No. He had the man. This guy came with 5,000 and a chicken palm here. I wouldn't know who he was.
Yeah, you would. You'd find that chicken farm
I
hero.
would
You
find the
would
chicken
find
farm
that.
hero. I wouldn't know who he was.
You say
I would
leave the
not know.
5,000, take the chicken farm hero.
I wouldn't know who he was.
But you'd want to.
I would want to. It's got a bullet on the all-weather.
If he's got a chicken Barbiero price because and I've got him fourth, so I'm as big a jerk as you. Every jerk's going to say, oh, this guy's a hombre, he's bringing him in, he hasn't had a horse, and, you know, got to use him. These horses never win, but you always want to use them. They never win. Who's that one that Irad rode at Saratoga that came from Maryland? They got bet a little bit in the last race that day.
I got sucked into that
still,
one.
I think that horse is the 8th pole right now.
I got sucked into the horse from...
You know you're living well when you finally get Brunate home.
That was something yesterday. I think I called him Brunate yesterday.
Is it Brunate? Is that what it is?
I called him Brunate.
It might be Brunate.
They come with a lot of Italian names.
So let's show Blame It on Mary.
Okay.
And let's blame it on Mary.
You know.
No, it's not. I'm kidding. Can't buy me. Anthony will attest to that. I'm a lot of things. Tell you one thing about Christophe coming up with this horse. He's got to be happy it rained because he's texting me. He's watching. Christophe's a little bit chilly. Christophe, you're a little chilly.
You know, the wet track, and I know you're going to tell me, the wet track race on Blame It on Mary's car is probably her worst.
He's going to need the cash, though. He's taking on a lot of new family members, right? Whole families. It's like they're broadening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he does need to win. I wouldn't leave that horse out. I mean, This is a very, very... That horse,
really?
That horse will win.
Oh, well, we can lunch bet that.
That also won.
Good.
Okay, Lourdes Bellamy may not be able to run, and I respect David told me he wasn't through with the workouts he looked at. Every single horse, this whole family's all speed. Posse and Discos, the half is a speed, likes it wet track. The Dam
Posse and
herself
Disco,
had tons
yeah.
of speed.
Electric Youth got a 47-1 breeze out of the gate. So we'll see with Jorge Vargas, we'll see how aggressive they are out of the starting gate.
Okay, Vargas, like, you didn't have a tip on this Kimmel one?
No.
Just the other one? So
It
this one
wasn't
will
really
win.
a tip. I was just told the horse could run a little bit.
That's a tip.
No.
A little bit. What if it can run a little bit? It's not good. What?
There's levels of tips, Andy. You're not a tip guy.
Let me
so-
ask you a question.
Yes.
Here's
Middle.
Oh,
right.
I know you're using Bacchanal. You're all
Bacchanalia
excited
would be a
about
strong
Bacchanalia.
punch on Bacchanalia. Got to use a little Antoinette. Come on. Little Bill Mott.
Does she get a bonus in there?
I'm going to tell you another horse. The other Mott horse in here, this Warlike Goddess, comes out of 2 slow races, but they don't write races long enough for her.
Anthony can't wait for Bacchanal. I give Gulfstream credit for one thing, and it's right in the form. It better be right in the program.
What's that?
They named the race properly. It is the
very one. Yep.
That's right. The very one.
Yep.
I just get very annoyed.
Bobby
by
Newman
that.
and I have been harassing everybody about that for the last 3 days.
She was a good horse.
Must be
the
done.
Very one.
Yeah.
Steve DeMoro? Richie may have
Richie
ridden her,
may have
right?
ridden her, yeah. I
She was a
believe.
good
5.
horse. Match 200. Keep the money in the game. Play through Naira Bets. Also, here if you're playing through Naira Bets and you hit the late pick 4 both at Aqueduct and at Oaklawn, you will get a $100 bonus.
Boom.
Interesting sequence when you've got that killer last race at Oaklawn and you've got our tough 8th race here. But the other races, well, we'll see.
9th race.
No, the 8th race has got that race where you like direct order. That's a killer race. A race with form, I mean. It's a tough
No,
race.
we're in the 7th and to pick 4. I'm sorry.
No, I think Mr. Ruff's the horse to beat. I think Jackie's Warrior is more likely to win this bout. Believe it or not. What else we got? Francisco. 2 to 7. FS2 today. We're on 4 to 7 tomorrow, by the way. 5 to 7 will be FS1.
You're not
today.
on.
I am not. I'll be home tomorrow. I'll be lying in bed, watching that new that show on Netflix. Call Your Agent. I like that.
It's hard. I'm starting to get.
Oh, Toby's
I'm
Toby's
starting to get
4 to
sick.
1.
Toby's odds 4 to 1. I'm starting to get sick.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I would have bet Toby's Heart at 4 to 1, stretching out off the layoff.
think
You know,
she
I can't. I never. Oh my gosh!
I think she just hit the wall.
Isn't she in the green?
No, she's in a white.
Where is she? On the outside?
4 deep. Yeah, we're safe.
Oh, okay.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Aqueduct. Rain overnight and into the morning has left us pick 4 starts in race 2. A couple of scratches. Take out the 5 Alpine Queen and the 6 One Glamorous Gal. Race number 2. Scratch the 5 and 6. No changes in race 3. The 66th running of the $125,000 Stymie. Race 4, Fotis. Scratch from race 7, scratch the 8, Vincent. Race 7, scratch the 8, Vincent. Race 8, scratch the 1, Autostrad. Aqueduct. Enjoy your day here at and wagering on the Big A.
Bets. A $300 buy-in adds $200 to your contest account, while the other 100 funds